Welcome to Unwrapped, the B Corp Spotlight series where we invite people from B Corp brands to answer some of the most frequently asked B Corp questions. I'm Katie, your host, and today I'm pleased to welcome Polly Chapman from Flaunt Digital. It's great to have you here, Polly.
Great to be here. Thanks for having me, Katie.
No problem. So today, Polly, you have very kindly volunteered to answer the question, do B Corps get tax breaks?
So I think this is quite a widely asked question, actually, and it's one that I think people look at B Corps and they think they hold like the same status as like a charity and have like the same exemptions. So easy answer is no. There are no tax breaks or tax exemptions or any concessions of that kind for B Corp businesses. They're basically just a load of businesses that are committed to doing good. So I think a lot of people view B Corp and think they're going to be not-for-profit businesses, and that's not the case. B Corps are businesses that are still making a profit. They're just choosing to do good within the business world and within their field, and they've just made a bit of a commitment really to operate ethically and with social and environmental responsibility at the heart of the business as well.
I love how you say a bit of a commitment.
I was like, that's not really the right way to say it, is it? It is like a legal, like we've all, it's not a small thing. It is a fairly giant thing to commit to, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's something that as a business you don't walk into blindly and you don't do half-heartedly either. Would you agree?
I don't think you can do it half-heartedly. I think the vast scope of the assessment itself and the number of things that you have to implement, and not just implement but like prove to get through the assessment stage. You can't just wing it. And you can't just go in like, oh, we'll fill that out, we'll do all right. Because as we know, most businesses that just fill it out without making a conscious effort to do the practices and to improve policies tend to get, I think the average score for a business, what is it, something like 50?
Yeah.
So you can't just go into it without any planning, without any commitment to making change, and that you're going to get the certification. It doesn't work like that. So it's a big commitment, yes.
So a little bit of context, we were talking before we started recording. Flaunt Digital are newbies, having certified only in the last 2 months. So I think, if it's all right with you, Polly, could you tell me a little bit about what the world is like now you are certified? Have you felt this overwhelming change? What has changed within the business? Is it what you were expecting?
So we certified only in January, so like I said, it was only a couple of months ago. It was a really, really long process to get to that point. I think we started the assessment in like October 2021. And that was when we started the assessment. That was when we started talking about it. We started talking about it way earlier than that. That was when we actually sat down and said, we're going to do this. So for us, I think the changes have been, in the business in particular, have been quite gradual over time. So it's been quite a group effort to get to the certification stage. We have like a B Corp committee internally. We've got people responsible for different areas within the business and making sure the policies that we've put in place are upheld throughout the business and looking for improvements in that way. So internally it's been sort of like an ongoing seeing changes, but I think since we've got certification, there's suddenly like this renewed like pride within the business, and then the community within the community itself, being part of that feels awesome. So there's all these great brands that obviously we've respected and sort of known about for a long time, but you're suddenly in a world with them, and it's so nice to have all these people with like-minded values that operate in the same way that you do and are there doing it for good reasons as well.
I'm interested from a purely personal perspective. So we certified just a few months before Flaunt Digital, and the B Hive was something we didn't know anything about. It was like a little bit of it was a wonderful surprise, like that cherry on the cake. So was that just us not knowing it existed, or did you have the same experience? Did you know that the B Hive that there was such a thing, and what it actually was and what it means?
I'd heard about it. So we actually worked with a B leader during our assessment, and she ran workshops internally and things with us, and she'd mentioned it, but in a very much like off the cuff kind of way. I didn't realise the scope of it. And I still haven't fully got my head around it, because it's whenever you get a new platform like that, it takes a bit, doesn't it, to figure out how it works and, you know, where to post stuff and where to interact and etc. But the scope of it and just the level of engagement from businesses is, I had absolutely no idea in that sense, and I didn't realise what opportunities there were on there to like, interact with people and like build relationships and be part of like such a big community. So yeah, I'd heard of it, but not in the sense that since I've actually got access to, didn't realise that's what it was going to be like.
Yeah, just for those watching who are scratching their heads wondering what we're talking about when we say the B Hive, it's essentially, the way I've described it to people is it's a bit like LinkedIn, but only for B Corp certified businesses. In that, you know, you have your personal account, you have your company account, and you post and you engage and you can advertise things, and the conversation there is happening, and it's happening not just with, well, again, similarly to LinkedIn, like globally, there are no restrictions. So you're talking to people in B Corps all over the world. And like you say, Polly, the engagement is just like something I've never experienced before.
No, it's like it feels like a really nice community. It doesn't feel like LinkedIn where like everybody's a little bit out for themselves, in that sort of sense of, you know, sometimes you get the engagement that feels a little bit forced because they feel like they have to be doing it. It feels so like collaborative in the sense that there's people, like that's where I obviously saw that you'd put out about this, and I was like, oh, that looks great. It's not people putting out things to make themselves better. It's putting out things to actually be part of a community and make nice collaborative content, or, you know, collaborative conversations, which is really nice. It's a bit of everybody getting involved.
Yeah. That's certainly been our experience as well. And, you know, like I say, it was just such a wonderful surprise, you know, oh, wow, what's this? Thank you, Polly. It's been really great having you in this conversation as part of this series today. So thank you so much again for taking part. And for those watching, if you want to find out more about Flaunt Digital, you can find all the details in the links that you need below. And finally, if you enjoyed this video, go and explore the rest of the series. There's a lot of content to help people who are B Corp curious find the answers to the questions they're asking. So please do go and explore the rest of the series. One last time, again, huge heartfelt thanks from me to you, Polly, for joining us today.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.